And that is today our proposal that as we stand with Israel, we sanction Iran. So we are going to roll out for the next legislative session a proposal to increase Florida's sanction on Iran and to block Iranian business in our state. Our proposed legislation will, of course, reinforce Florida's commitment that we don't do business with state sponsors of terrorism such as Iran. It's going to expand the prohibition on state investment in Iranian businesses to include the financial, construction, manufacturing, textile, technology, mining, metals, shipping, shipbuilding, and port sectors. We're going to prohibit state and local governments from contracting with any company on this expanded sectors list. And we will not lift these sanctions until both the President and the U.S. Congress certify that Iran has stopped supporting international terrorism and seeking to acquire weapons of mass destruction. These will be, by far, the strongest Iran sanctions that any state has enacted of all 50 states throughout this country. And why not lead as Florida? We've been leading on these issues since the time I became governor. Since I've been governor, we've provided $18 million to support and for security at our state's Jewish day schools. We've prohibited state investment in companies who discriminate against Israel, such as with the BDS movement, and we were able to act very quickly against Airbnb when I became governor. We also have enacted legislation to combat anti-Semitism throughout our state, but also at our state universities. In light of the attacks this weekend, I've instructed the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and Florida Highway Patrol to collaborate with Attorney General Ashley Moody to send a memo to law enforcement agencies across the state, reminding them of Florida's laws that protect our Jewish community. All law enforcement and prosecutors, it's reminding all law enforcement and prosecutors that any action that harbors terrorists are not lawful in the state of Florida, and that includes fundraising for Hamas or other terrorist groups. If you're doing that in Florida, you're going to be held accountable. We are remaining vigilant at the state level to ensure that anybody throughout the state, particularly of our Jewish community, is not targeted. And I would remind people, not only do we have a large Jewish community compared to many other states, we have the second largest Israeli-American community of any state in the United States. And so this is something that hits close to home. So we are sad at what's happened. I'm angry at what happened. I think that we need justice, and I think that justice needs to be so severe that they wouldn't think of doing this ever again. And you can count on us to be a friend and to be an ally of the state of Israel and of the Jewish people. They know over there, and you all know who are with us today, it's not easy. You're always under siege in one way or another. But I think the spirit of saying that we lost our homeland before, we're never losing our homeland again, that's the spirit that's going to bring the people of Israel through a very trying time. And for us in Florida to be standing with them is very important. For us to be taking actions that'll actually have an impact is even more important, and I hope other states follow, and I hope the federal government follows suit and gets rid of this delusion that you can somehow play footsie with the Iranian mullahs. Put them in their place. Do not let them get any money flowing into their coffers, because you know that that's going to turn around and be used to fund terrorism against Israel and against our allies.